Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has traveled to Albania to take part in the European Political Community Summit. According to Associated Press, he arrived late on Thursday from Ankara after discussions with Turkey's president, whose country is hosting Ukraine-Russia peace talks. The Ukraine leader had hoped to meet face-to-face with President Vladimir Putin, but Russia only sent a lower-level delegation. Friday's one-day summit in Tirana brings together the leaders of 47 European countries and organizations. They will discuss security and defense challenges across the continent, with Russia's invasion of Ukraine at the top of the agenda. The theme of the European Political Community, or EPC, summit is New Europe in a New World: Unity, Cooperation, Joint Action. The gathering will also address ways to improve the continent's competitiveness and tackle unauthorized migration. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said Thursday that a ceasefire will be the #1 priority on the agenda in the first direct peace talks with Russia since 2022. According to Associated Press, while Russian President Vladimir Putin stayed away from a face-to-face meeting with him in Turkey that the Ukrainian leader had proposed, Zelensky nonetheless said he would send a delegation led by his defense minister for talks in Istanbul. He said Russia was disrespecting both the US and Turkey by not sending the corresponding highest-ranking officials to the talks. Russia continues to treat this meeting unseriously. It does not want to end the war. We will hope that they at least demonstrate something during the meeting, he told a news conference in the Turkish capital Ankara, adding that the Russian delegation doesn't include anyone who actually makes decisions. But he said that to demonstrate to US President Donald Trump that Ukraine is seeking an end to the conflict. He had decided to send officials from Ankara to Istanbul, more than 400 kilometers away, for their first direct talks since March 2022, following Russia's full-scale invasion of its neighbor the previous month. Putin's absence punctured hopes of a breakthrough in peace efforts that were given a push in recent months by the Trump administration and Western European leaders amid the intense maneuvering. It also raised the prospect of intensified international sanctions on Russia that have been threatened by the West. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan earlier welcomed Zelensky with an honor guard at the presidential palace in Ankara before the two held talks. The war has killed tens of thousands of soldiers on both sides and more than 12,000 Ukrainian civilians, according to the UN, and continues along the roughly 1,000-kilometer front line. Russian forces are preparing a fresh military offensive, Ukrainian government and Western military analysts say.
Щодо адженди, мандату не буде, припинення вогню №1. Тобто вони полетять. Хоча я досі вважаю, що Росія продовжує несерйозно ставитись до цих зустрічей, не хоче закінчувати війну, але будемо надіятися, що вони продемонструють хоч щось під час зустрічі. Ми проговорили з президентом Туреччини. Завтра зранку ми з ним доєднаємось до саміту Європейської політичної спільноти в Албанії, в місті Тирана. В принципі, ця зустріч була організована заздалегідь, там буде більше 40 лідерів. Це наші короткі плани на найближчий час. Я вважаю, що Сполучені Штати Америки зараз і Туреччина відчувають неповагу Росії. На мій погляд. Ні часу зустрічі, ні адженди зустрічі, ні високого рівня делегацій – це неповага особиста. Я не говорю, що русські не поважають нас. Це і так зрозуміло. Але у нас це дзеркально. Так, але вони тут неповага до Ердогана, неповага до Трампа. Трамп відправляє велику групу людей. Держсекретар групи. Сторони війни хто? Росія і Україна. Держсекретар Рубіо є. Міністр закордонних справ Туреччини є. Міністр закордонних справ України є. Де відповідна людина з Російської Федерації? Це неповага не до України, до всіх. Передусім, я вважаю, до Туреччини, тому що тут зустріч.
U.S. President Donald Trump has begun his formal state visit in United Arab Emirates. According to Associated Press, the president arrived at the Qasr Al Watan, a palace in Abu Dhabi. The white-domed palace, parts of which were opened to the public in 2019, includes a vast library and a room housing gifts from world leaders. He was greeted by children waving US and UAE flags, plus an honor guard that included camels. Trump also participated in a briefing led by the Arab country's first astronaut. Later, Trump will sit down with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and receive a Medal of Honor from his hosts. After the meetings, Trump will attend a banquet dinner, his third of the trip. He was previously hosted in Saudi Arabia and Qatar.